Hey, Mug World Entertainment, and we have a bit of an update for the new Star Trek movie. Not a lot of information has come out, but it's a bit concerning, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it is a bit concerning. So, Star Trek movie update at Comic-Con, all new characters set further into the future. Now, that's the part that's a bit concerning, is this idea that they're going to push it even further into the future. Now, what does get confirmed is what we've heard, that this will not be connected to anything that has been before and currently now. So, it's not connected to Kurtzman Trek, it's not connected to J.J. Abrams Trek, it's not connected to the original series, TNG, anything. It's all new, all different. Which then makes you go, well, why set it really far in the future? But let's take a look. So, it's saying the new Star Trek movie is officially moving, and it is leaving... start that again, shall we? And it is leaving every familiar face behind. Directors Jonathan Goldstein and John Francis Daly offered the first real update on the film Thursday during Collider's Directors on Directing panel in Hall H at San Diego Comic-Con, confirming the script is currently being written. So that's another bit of a concerning update part, is like, these guys are now only writing this thing. So, it's like they were brought on ages ago. Like, months ago. I think it was even last year when these guys got announced. And they're only now starting to write a script. So, this is what they're saying. It won't be the characters you've seen previously, Goldstein said, per THR's Bryce Kit, who reported from the panel. It will be a little further into the future than what you've seen. So Daly kept things just as cryptic, telling the Hall H crowd, I think people will be surprised. So, it's just, the part I can't understand is like, it's not going to be connected to anything, so why take it further into the future? I don't know. So Thursday's comments confirmed the approach hasn't softened since Deadline first broke the news in November that Goldstein and Daly would write, produce and direct an original Star Trek film for Paramount through their Gold Day banner. That report described the project as a completely new take on the Star Trek universe, unconnected to any previous or current series, movie, or development project. Which there's no development project except this movie. So, no Calvin Timeline reunion with Chris Pine and crew, and no origin movie from Andor director Toby Hines, both of which died on the vine during a decade of development hell. Whether this turns out to be or whatever this turns out to be, it will be the first Star Trek feature since 2016's Star Trek Beyond, and the first made under David Ellison's Paramount. Now, keep in mind when they're saying the first under David Ellison's Paramount, yeah, it's the first under his leadership over Paramount, but it's not David Ellison's first rodeo into the Star Trek universe, because Skydance, of course, we're the backers and financiers for J.J. Abrams' Star Trek. So, keep that in mind. Oh look, it's real Star Trek on our screen right now. So how far into the future? Goldstein's wording is the detail fans will be chewing all weekend. The original series took place in the 23rd century. The Next Generation, DS9 and Voyager ran through the 24th century. Picard closed out its story in the early 25th century, and Discovery leapt all the way to the 32nd century. A little further into the future than what you've seen, combined with a crew of all new characters, points to open territory. A fresh era with no canon baggage, no legacy contracts, and no prequel math to satisfy. You're kind of wrong there. You will still have canon baggage. You always will. Because if you jump in there and start changing things too much, you're going to run into the issue of canon. So, things that are established in Star Trek canon Like worlds that are there, worlds that have been destroyed, species that we know operate one way, and all of this type of stuff. You can't just go in and just start doing what Kurtzman has done and just rewrite all of it and go, oh no, it's still real canon. It's still exactly what leads up to the Star Trek series you knew and loved and blah blah blah. It's like, no, how can it be? You've just changed everything. Like, the Gorn were only met once in the original series and they didn't even know who they were. And yet, they're like a recurring villain in Strange New Worlds. It's like mind-boggling. They've also made them now cannibals, and they basically do the xenomorph thing, which they impregnate you, and that's how baby Gorn are now born, by bursting out of your back. Yeah, that's a real thing they did. But when you're like, it doesn't matter how far in the future you go, there's still rules in place for canon that you must abide by. Like, you can't just have this idea that, well, because we're not connected to anything, and because it's this and that, we're free from baggage. The only way you were actually free from canon baggage and stuff like that is if this is a 100% reboot of the entire franchise. So, like, the story of James T. Kirk and Picard is never there because they never existed. That this will be your first introduction to this Star Trek universe. That is the only way you could do it. Is that what they're doing? Very possible. It sounds like it's what they're doing. But, yeah, I don't understand. Like, it's a good idea that it's not this prequel again. You know, oh, we're going to be, like, set 10 years before Kirk, or 2 years before Picard, or some crap like this again. It's good that we're finally getting something brand new. I'm just a little confused about the idea of, oh, we're going to go way into the future, even though we're not going to be connected to anything. I don't understand that. So, like, are we talking like the 43rd century? Are we talking like the 55th century? What are we talking about here? We don't know. That's all the information there is. It's just that it's going to be set in the future. So, it's going to be very interesting. Now, keep in mind, these are the guys who made Dungeons and Dragons, and the movie was somewhat well received by people who actually went to see it. The problem for them is nobody really went to see it because it bombed. Apparently, they have a script for a sequel, but they've been told, like, yeah, the finances aren't there for it because it bombed. The first one bombed. Are they the right choice for this? Honestly, probably not. That's my biggest concern as well, is that these guys, they're kind of taking this approach of, oh, it's going to be funny and it's going to be zippity zappity and all this type of crap. And it's like, I don't want that. Give me real Star Trek. Just give us traditional Star Trek. Have characters acting responsibly, with respect and an actual chain of command that people understand and respect. Exploration, all this stuff. I don't need it to be another let's make Star Wars out of Star Trek type of crap. I do have concerns, big concerns, but at least we're moving away from what the garbage fest we've been getting since 2009. But let me know what you guys think of this update. Are you as confused as I am about if it's all new, all different, not connected to anything? Why the hell are they going further into the future? Are you excited for it? Are you worried for it? Do let me know. And with that, I shall leave it there for this one. So do like and share and subscribe and all of that good stuff. Cheers. I'll catch you in the next one.